we have some catching up to do because your girl's been slacking. Went to a junkyard and actually found a car identical to mine, 5-speed hatchback, which is pretty rare to find a 5-speed in a junkyard. I was able to pull the flywheel and clutch, pressure plate, slave cylinder, exhaust manifold. I literally got everything to finish the car basically. Obviously there's a few things that I had to order, like an axle and an O2 sensor, just stuff like that. But for the most part, I got everything at a junkyard, which saved me so much money. Alright, so today I'm gonna try to paint it. I've already kind of scuffed it up a little bit. This is what I'm going with. A Harbor Freight paint gun, some reducer, factor paint, and we'll see what we can do. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just gonna be like a scratch and shoot type thing, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. Now, if you remember what the old flywheel looked like, this one looks a lot better. You can get the single flywheel conversion, but like I said, I just found all this in good shape, so this is what we're gonna do for now.
Got a little cowboy one day. I said, "What are you doing, boys?" And hell, I was sitting in the traffic. He said, "I just shit my fucking pants." Well, what happened? Hell, I guess I lost my grip. He said, "I wasn't expecting no traffic." I said, "What are you gonna do about it?" And that boy, he got tore up. What do you think I'm gonna do about it? I'm just gonna sit here in it, I guess. I don't know. What do you think I'm gonna do about it? Pick it up. On the broken one, the bottom. So it's good some of your clips are still there, so you can tell where to go. There's money going in there. Oh, you know why it's doing that? Because the doors are open. That's why it's doing that. That's crazy. What the fuck? We'll have to find that. Well, it ain't my car, I gotta listen to it.
What's that? Did you do that?
Somebody got you? That's that same guy that's on my car.
We're headed to the shop now, and we're either gonna try to start welding the cage together or maybe like some of the sheet metal panels. Kind of just depends on if the welder is being this is where we're at right now. Got these bars on here. I ordered an extra bar because my dad has 4 bars on his, so that's what I was planning to do. But I don't know if his cage is slightly different. They might have changed some stuff, but with that extra bar, no matter how you did it, it stuck out too far and the door wouldn't clear. So we just went with the 3 bars, which that's how they sell it anyway. So we just did that. But over on that side, we just put that bar over there. It looks kind of silly. Yeah, so we just stuck it here. I mean, it'll protect the door a little bit. This cage didn't come with the pipe that goes like from the top back. So we're gonna do something about that. Probably, I don't know, we got pipe laying around. So we'll do that because I think where we're gonna race, you have to have a 6-point cage, and I think this would be considered a 4. Either way, I would like to have bars back there. We got these panels on here. Might change them a little bit just because I don't like this gap here. I would rather it be flush, but I'm also picky. Still a lot to do. Really right now it's just finish welding up the cage, and then we'll get my seat in there, which is all the way up there. Don't even think I showed you that, but there it is. So really it's just get the cage in here and then build around it. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Let's finish welding up this cage. Alright, so now we're going to work on getting these rear bars here. We've already got this bar in here, but I did not record that. Also, we redid these pieces. Not perfect, but it's definitely better. I like that there's not as much of a gap there, and once it gets painted, you won't even notice it. This thing is absolutely covered in powder coat. Oh, it's just that easy. We're going to work on getting some window bars here. I'm probably gonna do like 4, something like that. Gonna bend these probably like, I don't know, like right here, just where it can bend and meet that bar down there, and then we'll get everything welded the rest of the way in. Well, it may not be pretty, but it'll hold. So now I'm gonna work on getting the seat in the car. If you know me, I'm very short, so I'm not gonna sit that far back, but we kind of got some mounts down here-ish, so some things to do before we can get it in here permanently. But you know, it's starting to look more like a race car. Alright y'all, so I have been absolutely terrible about recording stuff and just getting all these panels mocked up and cut out and all that, but this is what it's looking like. I definitely think that black was the way to go. This was literally just tractor paint from Tractor Supply and a cheap paint gun from Harbor Freight, and I think it looks pretty good. It is crunch time. My dad's car currently does not have the motor in it because I think the seal, it's leaking a bunch of oil. So basically we've decided we'll get his fixed. His is not going to be ready by this weekend, but we can get mine ready. So here's the list today. You got to do your driver's side tie rod, need to relocate my battery to inside the car, need to get a fire extinguisher in there, need to wire up my switch panel, wire up the fans, need to get my hood and hood pins on, need a chain somewhere of some sort in case, you know, need brakes, and they need to tow me off the track, which hopefully that doesn't happen. Probably will. Need to get my seat mounted and my harness and check all the fluids. So, like I said, it's crunch time. Let's get to it. Got everything on this list done. So let's take her down the road and see how she does. Flawlessly. I do not know what that issue was before when it wouldn't go above 2500, but honestly it may have just needed to run for a little bit and kind of relearn itself, because that battery has been connected and disconnected a million times at this point. But regardless, it fixed itself, so we'll take that as a win. It's not going to be the fastest thing right off the rip. It's still completely stock, but I really just want to get some seat time, and then when the time comes, do something a little bit different. Need to at least get me a number on there so I can race this weekend, but I'm pretty happy with the progress, honestly. Alright, well, we're gonna load her up and head to the track. Am I nervous? Absolutely. Are we just gonna send it? Always. Alright, y'all, so we made it to the track. We are at Camden Speedway, so let's get this car unloaded and then we'll walk around and see what's here so far. It's funny because every car that I've seen so far is number 3. I'm also number 3, obviously. So a part of me is like, hell yeah, brother, number 3, do it for Dale. But it's also like, we're all number 3. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not driving.
Well, that's not what I asked.
No, I'm not nervous at all.
So I just want to hop on here real quick and say that I'm stupid and I forgot to bring the SD card for my GoPro, because usually that's how I would like to record a race. Just put the GoPro in the car and record it that way. So the clips from the race are literally just that, just a few clips from the stand, so they're not that great, which is really frustrating. But yeah, next time I won't be so dumb. Alright, so about to go out for the heat race, and I'm a little nervous, but let's do it. Alright, so we thought we were doing heat races just now, but we only did 3 hot laps, and I'm kind of glad we did, because I've literally only driven this car a total of maybe 5 minutes down the road, so kind of need, you know, some seat time and kind of get a feel for the car. But it was super slick out there, literally couldn't even get on it without it wanting to get sideways, so hopefully it dries up throughout the night, because I would like to actually send it a little bit, so wish me luck. You should be inspected. need to go home now. We still got a race.
I'm waiting a few more minutes.
Well, it was a pretty eventful night, but I finished 4th out of 9 cars, and we figured out some stuff that we need to change that'll make her do better. Like I said, in 3rd it was just banging the rev limiter, so we put it in 4th, but I think we get some bigger tires, it'll do better because there's just not really any power in 4th. But she's in one piece, and I had a good time, so that's all that matters. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I know this video is a little bit all over the place and like certain things left out and stuff. I have just been really overwhelmed trying to get this car done enough to just take it out there and see what it would do. Hopefully now I can just focus on getting everything dialed in and really making the car what I want it to be, if that makes sense. Let me know if you think I should have left it white, or if you like the black, or if you think a different color, and let me know what you think as far as like wrap colors, because I'm really indecisive about that. Literally the most indecisive person on this planet, but let me know what you think. I know I want to do like pinks and blues and like yellows. Bright pink, blue, and yellow, those are like my favorite, especially all together. So if you have any opinions or suggestions or anything like that, I am open to hearing them, because Lord knows I can't make a decision to save my life. All that being said, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.